How's it going, crew? Welcome back to the third and final installment of this trilogy. Now, this is a pretty basic questionnaire series, but the endings have caught me off guard every time now. And someone just so happens to be cutting onions in my room. Anyway, here we are back with the third installment of the test. The first one was roughly about 45 minutes. The second one took us a little just over an hour. So we're in here for the long run. Who knows how long this one's gonna take us, but let's check it out. Is highly recommended you play as prequels. Yeah. Yeah. Would urge you to play them. Would you like to close this game? No. I've already played them. And let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may just drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you've misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, and darkness is all around, and there is no light of day, I will come back for you, so that you never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there, your embrace so long I've missed, my soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heavens, as you've rescued me from my hell. Oh. You can't really hear it, but I'm snapping. Oh. What have we here? No matter what happens, I will always love you. Choice and fate. Do you promise? Every ounce of my heart, and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Oh? Who is this third being? Destiny. Choice, fate, and destiny. Oh, he's in Fate's room. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. Few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. They may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. We got a poet here. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The question I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery rot. Take time to think before you decide. Okay, this fucking rhyming shit's getting to be a little much now. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. The decision is made, into your soul it is burned. Before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. Your answer lacks the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. What the hell does uncouth mean? Why are you dragging this out so much? So that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, the examination begins. You ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Actually, quite a lot, yes. You ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? All the time, unfortunately. You ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Okay, you're just directly calling me the fuck out now. You ever feel like you're trapped in oh, good lord, dude, yes. You ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial yes, 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 okay. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yeah, unfortunately. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? This is the third time I answered this now. How important is this question? Yes. Are you afraid of death? I am not afraid of death, I am afraid of the pain of dying. Are you afraid of what might come after death? Honestly, no. Whatever comes happens, either heaven, hell, or just no existence at all. Just disappear. You feel as though you're wanted in life. Not really. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yeah. Do you ever feel like a burden? I really try not to be, but yeah. Have you ever felt left out all the time? Have you ever felt like a failure? Oh yeah. All these are just yeses. Holy fuck, how sad is this? Have you ever felt like you just weren't attractive enough? Yeah. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yeah, I've put so much effort into work for 1 week that I literally had to call off because my body was like, hey, I know you wanted to get out of bed, but you can't. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yeah. Are you afraid to ask for help? I just don't want to be a burden, yeah. You feel like people often criticize you? Yeah. You ever feel judged by your friends or family? I don't feel like they... Yeah. Yeah. You ever wonder what your purpose in life... What your purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Absolutely. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Absolutely. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yeah. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? No. My first snow, would you look at that? Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yeah? You ever feel like life is moving too slow? Life feels like it's simultaneously moving too slow, but too fast at the same time. It feels slow, but when you look back at it, it moves fast. Yeah. You ever feel like life is moving too fast? Yeah. I just explained it, yep. Do you ever feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Oh yeah. My imagination is a monster. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? I'm gonna be completely honest. What is this? I know it's... That's not a word I use or have used on me. Oh, so like only only appearing, being somebody totally different on the inside. I'm not really superficial. I'm completely honest. You ever judge others by the way they look or dress? I try not to, but it's unfortunate that I do, yes. Do you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No, not at all. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? My sister used to bully me a little bit, but that's like sibling bullying. I'm not gonna count that. No, I have not. Have you ever been a bully to someone? No, I'm a very passive person. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? Yeah. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yeah. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? It's like a it's like a battery. The more I'm alone, the more I want to be surrounded by people I care about. But once I'm around people I care about, that battery starts to drain until I'd rather be alone. But more often than not, I would rather be surrounded by people I care about. But the question is sometimes rather. Yes. Does making phone calls make you uncomfortable? Oh, very much so, yes. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? No. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. Do you ever feel that you're failing those who care about you most? Yes. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? No. No. Yes. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? A lot, yes, I have. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes. You sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? Yes. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes. Man, this is really making me look bad. Hmm. Going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. I am. Try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'm being honest. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. Series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out. Which will show me what your mind is pondering about. Oh, we're rhyming again. Okay. So feast your eyes upon the art and let me know into that precious heart. For starters, what emotion do you feel most present in this picture? It's not very chaotic, there's structure to it. It's actually kind of soothing. It's not really. There's method to the madness. Celestial stare? I thought that said star. The portal? Moving on. What emotions do you feel most present in this picture? This is another very soothing picture. It is very dark. Whoa. This one is very numbing. Kind of hurts my brain to look at. Ooh. Okay, this one's hard to talk over. Oh, this is very relaxing colors, but it's a little depressing. Let's see abyssal. Nest of darkness. It's pretty joyous. Prismatic. What else we got? This one is definitely chaotic. I'll go growth seed. Why not? Why not? This. Oh, this one is very anger. That's some fury in there. Rage incarnate. Oh, this one's a little numbing. That's very analyzing. That's pretty relaxing. Take a look at this. Gives me some depressing vibes, yeah. It's very, very mind-numbing picture. Hibiscus. Bludge. This is definitely a more interesting questionnaire. How many of these we got? Looks like a being. Powerful being about to bring some chaos. Just a few more. It's pretty relaxing. cosmic. Almost finished. Oh, this is pretty relaxing. Warped. Late breakening. The last one. Pretty relaxing. Feel very solitary looking at this. Sound of silence sounds fair. But I'm not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. Matter of fact, this is only the start. We'll have a great deal of fun before we part. Good lord, we're already half hour in. Let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fiddle. Next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. Sorry, those pictures were so relaxing and mind-numbing, I'm just bringing myself back now. One year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. Give each one of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. Drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought a present or out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money off themselves as they feel as their ticket. How does that make you feel? This isn't something I'd like to do. I don't know. How would I feel? Guess that's the way life goes sometimes. Very well. What would you wish to do in this situation? Guess I'll be happy with it. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought the ticket for you in the first place? Yeah. I see. Now you're walking through a forest and you came across a black suitcase. Inside the case there rests $1 million. Alongside the money lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." Scared, there's blood. What do you wish to? I mean money, yeah, I'd grab it. The note wasn't covered in blood, would you change your decisions at all? mean I'd still grab the money and run to the car, but I wouldn't be scared. Devil appears in your room at night while you're alone, just about to fall asleep. Tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what these bargains are yet. How does this make you feel? Scared. The devil's in my room. Devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil, he surely is. And to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess, drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. Yikes, in that second you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. Ah, yeah, no, please, no. He then goes on to tell you his offers in exchange for your soul to see if he can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul? All the wealth, never age, bring a person back. I would take all the wealth and the power in the world, but I would share it. I would share it with the people I care about. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? Depends on what it is, maybe, yeah. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does this make you feel? Honestly, a zombie apocalypse sounds fun. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse is coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? The world sucks. Hell no. Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago had just been promoted to the position you were promised. Boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position and that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. Dude, I'd be fucking pissed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact they haven't been properly reporting their income for the last decade. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. That boss shouldn't be a boss. That's fucking retarded. Report him for fraud. Roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as the favored one over someone more deserving. Would you accept the position? Well, yeah, because it's not their fault. Of course I would take the position, but it's not my fault. It's the boss's fault for being. You're home at night cooking food but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You're home alone cooking food in your kitchen and you turn around to realize that someone's watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window and make direct eye contact with you before turning and running into sight on the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? What do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police. Face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity, not a human being. Would your answers change? Yeah. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there's currently no cure for. The illness causes a complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression. You'll need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. You'll just be kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive? No. Dude, what's the point? You're just being a burden on people. You're not living. Just let me go. How would I like to spend my last 6 months? Spending it with friends and family. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at some point? It doesn't really change much. I already knew that stuff like that exists. Noted. Do you have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth? 3 years have passed. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing a wild animal into the darkness. Search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend until one morning, you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in his late 80s and is in his front lawn joyously playing with your dog. His name to be Johnny, and they both seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over and hug your dog. He excitedly licks your face. I lost him when I was just a boy, but your age. But he's come back. Johnny's come back, and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife. Dog Johnny is his old dog. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy, and well looked after. You know, telling the old man that it really isn't his dog, it's your dog, would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that isn't a dog and take Johnny home with you, or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? As hard as it is, you raise that dog. You love that dog. I'd have to. I would take my dog home with me. Yeah. Imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life, finding one thing that makes you feel less alone, potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again. Yeah. Next question. Let's say you were viciously murdered by a serial killer. You fell for one of their traps and they lured you in and made you their victim. Now let's say that you're also given a unique opportunity in the afterlife, as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to 2 potential options and only 2. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save lives. Choose to spend your days as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You are bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living, or your serial killer is no longer living. I would stay with friends and family. You think you have what it takes aside to drive your serial kings? Push them over the edge? Well, yeah. You believe that this scenario is possible? Yeah. This situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed. Which situation would you rather them choose? Stay with friends and family. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screen that says press play. So you oblige the note and hit the button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family. They are still alive and well, though they seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. So each day when you sleep, all recognition of what took place 24 hours prior is entirely wiped. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and continue to progress your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living as you have been, repeating the same day over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. What should you choose? I'd rather make progress. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? No. Your best friend was in this situation. Would you make a video for them telling them the truth, or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would tell them the truth. I will take note of your answer. Through frantic digging in the attic, reading old files and newspaper articles, you've come to find your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. What you can gather through your new discovery, the story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of the loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment, performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child to be a fully functioning adult while playing the role of the child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help the child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your would-be parents? No. They're trying to help me. No. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yeah. Would you feel betrayed by the secret they kept from you? No. If it was important to keeping me from having I wouldn't feel betrayed, no. Would you confront them about the articles you found? Well, if I found them, I'd have to, yeah. You're in the position, would you do the same for a child in the similar? Yeah. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone. All that's left are post-apocalypse soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns and laying waste to any survivors in their path, in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive the harsh, barren wastelands known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. In order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You set adventure into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders. It only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold, a hidden underground bunker stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? What's the point of living any kind of life if you're just doing it alone? There's no point. Go back and tell the colony. You could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in, so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you. Would you do it? Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. You're the leader of the colony that exiled you. Except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling the weight. That person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker. They refused to share with you in the colony. Would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? You can keep what they found. That wraps up this portion of the test, but I need from you before I allow you to rest. Choice here, choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather, and you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience of ice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love most? Be abandoned. It hurts, but I couldn't do that to somebody else. I know how it feels. I couldn't do that to somebody else. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything but they feel a deep personal bond? Stronger bond. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find 20,000, you have to split it 4 ways with your closest? 20,000, split it. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but you have no way of proving it? Getting cheated on would ruin my conscience a lot more than cheat. I would never cheat on a partner, but getting cheated on would definitely ruin my conscience a lot more. If I never got caught, then it wouldn't affect them, it would only affect me. If I got cheated on, it would affect both of us. And it would probably ruin a lot of things. I would cheat on my partner and never get caught. That's the best scenario for the both of us. Would you rather get rich through legal means or be poor but live an honest life? Depends on the legal means. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Favorite pet. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friends from a high-paying job? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Would you rather sleep with your step-sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? Step-sibling? That'd be the least damaging. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death or let 1,000 strangers die? And let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers let your best friend die? Well, if they're strangers, I don't know them. As harsh as it is to say, I'd let them die. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? I hate answering these the way I am, but it's honestly the truth. And as unfortunate as it is, and as much as I would hate to say this, it's what it is. Rich without family or poor with family? Poor with family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Steal money from the wealthy and destroy it. I mean, would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime or move to a third world country and never be able to return home? I'd move to a third world country. Why not? Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? Above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have sex every day in order to stay alive? Every day to stay alive? Sure. Hell yeah. Addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years make a full recovery, or addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? You make a full recovery. We'll go with the drugs. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? Die before my loved ones. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both your parents? I'm sorry, friends. I hope you would do the same. Would you rather get acknowledged for work that you didn't do, or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise? Acknowledged for work I didn't do. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by? Why? I'd rather get punched. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? Well, we're only like 2 months into the year. I haven't really gained very much memories. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win 10? Guaranteed 10. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? You know how you'll constantly be trying to prevent it. But if you know when, you'll have no choice but to accept it. I'd rather know when. Would you rather be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater, or be deaf always? Blind except for underwater. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? Travel. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals, or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Hot coals. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death, or the executioner in charge of killing them? The judge. I can never kill someone. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? Bad luck. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Uh, um, Someone who's not attracted to me. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that I love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles? 1 mile home naked. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? I'd take 100 out of a public toilet. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book? Shit, the second one's already pretty much what I'm doing. I have books on my bookshelf, but I've already read them. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything or 2 hours early to everything? 20 minutes late. Would you rather find a dead body or be witness to a deadly assault? Find a dead body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds? I'd rather change my past. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 really great friend? Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose one day off your life every time you kissed someone? All my teeth, I guess. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I'd rather win and lose my ticket. Would you rather find true love or hide true love? Would you rather have a pause button for your life or a rewind button? This is a tough one. Pause. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Drown. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never having friends again? A new friend every day. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd give my life to save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about but they'll never find out it was you? Couldn't have that on my conscience, but at the same time, hated for something I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? My worst enemy. Would you rather only eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? I'd give up all liquids except for water. Why not? It's not bad. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest? Max. Would you rather meet your hero and find out they don't like you or never meet your hero at all? Never meet my hero. Would you rather have a pet for the rest of your life or never have a pet for the rest of your life or never have friends? I'd rather never have pets. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating? Dude, can't pain. But I guess you'd get used to it eventually, right? Or you just take yourself out. I'd have. You're not done yet. We made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want you to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn of all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time we sit together as we wait the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, don't think hard, savor every moment dearly. When I'm finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No. No. Have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? I didn't want to, but yes. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Not at anybody, but at stupid reasons, yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? No. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever broken something despite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? No. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? No. I've wished for bad things, but not death. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? No. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? No. You ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. You ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. You ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel you've been wronged? Yes. You ever feel like you've let others influence your decision making too much? Yes. You ever wish that you lived a more honest life? Yes. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? No. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? I want to say yes, but not that I can think of. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? Yes. You ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. You ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? No. You feel like you're living up to your full potential? No. You ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yes. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. You ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? No. You ever feel like you spend too much time planning for the future, you ignore the present? No. You ever feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? No. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling them the person you invited that you just don't want to go? Yes. You ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? Yes. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No, not that I can think of. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? Yes. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone who you know you shouldn't have? Regretting something doesn't mean I shouldn't have done it. No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No. You ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Yes. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something you did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? Yes. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful what you do have? Yes. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? No. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? I'm good to other people, not to myself. Yes. In your mind, I dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answer very carefully. Now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I've expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to have evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seed of doubt within your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return I shall share this with you. This is what I see. One word describes you more than any other. That word is talented. Personally, I think you're more talented than you realize, and I think you're more talented than anyone else realizes as well. I don't think so. If you just spend a little bit less time out of your own head, you might get a lot further. You are by far your own. You are by far your own worst enemy. You need to seriously cut that shit out and start trusting your natural talents and abilities more. No one knows you better than you, however, you must pay heed to this warning. You're way too overcritical of yourself at times, and it can lead to you breaking yourself down way further than you ever should. If you're not careful, you can ruin your entire potential to be successful in life just by not paying attention to when you need to self-reflect and when you need to give yourself the credit you deserve. Start being more positive. You'll do just fine. Secret word is fantasy. Remember this word? This will come in handy. Good fucking lord. I'm not crying, you are. Shut up. Through hundreds of questions, you found deeper meanings. Been enlightened and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered just what the test series is truly about, but it's simple. Answers are always so much more simple than we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflections in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answers. The person who seeks the answers. More than being about the answers, the test is more about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit that you're human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we're not so different after all. Look at all of the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all of the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. That's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imagined. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We are flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all these secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. Perhaps some other things not of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We're all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments and others are free to do so as well. We've read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they spread. We've read how many people say their lives are forever changed, and I'll tell you one thing. If even one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it was worth conducting. And every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message out to others. Help spread a positive light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. You won't lift the finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're too afraid to open up about it. Not us. We've all been quite a lot, haven't we? We are brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We are brave enough to take a chance and leave a secret word as a symbol of our participation. For that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows your good deeds and spreading the word and participating. We've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who's left to comment in our titles and continues to do so on future titles will be put in the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We'll also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all of our titles and putting their names right in the actual game and storyline. Whether it be a special item, a piece of the lore, or a character named after them, and much more. As far as your secret word goes, your secret word will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words into different parts of your journey when they are requested of you, and they will alter the game in a way uniquely set for your specific words. This is an RPG where every choice matters, where every decision you make changes something about your session. This is an RPG that focuses on every human emotion and decisions we make and how those decisions make us feel. Keep an eye out in the future for our main project, Chasing Demons, where every NPC from all of our titles will be represented with a storyline, and the world will get to see how they all tie in together. You helped shape it, you helped make it what it is. And we will be sure to continue to add more and more players into the lore and gameplay as we read more and more of the comments left on our titles, all the way up until its official release. Again, to commemorate those who participate across all of our titles, we will be periodically selecting names from all of our titles. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in the comment for us. We will be selecting some of you to include in future projects which we are currently working on. Don't be afraid, this is an opportunity for you to be part of history. Really appreciate your feedback and support. I'm excited about the RPG project they were talking about. That sounds very interesting. Very fascinating. I can't wait to see. But honestly, if you guys haven't played any of these games, I do highly recommend it. It is so nice. It might not seem much, and I might seem stupid that I was tearing up right there at the end. But this is something that I feel like you have to experience yourself to understand. There's nothing like answering a bunch of questions that resonate with you, sometimes mostly even harshly, and then having that used to tell you a good message specified to how you feel. This is very good. This is very good. I'm excited for the RPG. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Chasing Demons. Keep your eyes out, guys. Truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. He loves me. Do this. He loves me not. He loves me. Destiny bad guy. Oh. Anyway, that was the test final revelation. It's only $2 on Steam, $6 if you buy the bundle that includes 2 other games as well. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the experience, and I'm excited to see their upcoming game or whatever. But anyway, with that, I'll see you later, crew.